Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our live Pilates session, live 10 a.m. UK time on YouTube. It's lovely to have you here. I just want to let you guys know that this morning we've had a bit of a technical issue with my microphone. So I'm hoping you can hear me okay. If there's any little break up, we'll just have to manage with it. If you can't hear me at all, then let us know and Kerwin will run in and try and reset. Obviously, you know what it's like. I am live, so anything could happen. So today we're going to do our 30 minutes of reformer on the mat. And then if you have any questions, you want me to do a shout out. I know we have some grandchildren joining in today. Corina Perry in Mallorca is working out with her grandchildren. So welcome to you. Let us all begin, shall we? Here we go. So just checking that we're all okay. Oh, you can hear me fine, Michelle. Thank you very much. Good. All right, let's start standing. So this is going to be a standing version of what I teach on the reformer. So you're going to have your feet hip width apart. Let's pull our tummies in. So think of where your belly button is, pulling in, tucking your bottom under and bringing your arms up like so. So this is our position, okay? Now we're going to inhale, bend, and exhale up. We're going to bend and up. So as you take those arms back, I want you to feel a nice stretch in your chest and up. Bend and up. Bend and up. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come up, and here's where we're going to test our balance. We're going to lift our heels up in the air. We're going to try and keep them in the air and do the same movement. So we're going to bend and up. Don't put your heels down. Bend and up. Bend and up. That's it. Tummies in. Nice straight back. Good. That's it. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull up through the legs. Keep your heels in the air and let's just bring our heels together. And then we're going to keep them in the air. We're going to lower those arms down, bend those knees. So now the knees are going out to the side and up. Can you see? Bend and up. Bend and up. Good. Heels in the air. Don't put them down. Keep pulling in. That's it. So this is really working all your leg muscles, your bottom muscles, your calf muscles. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull up, really straighten those legs. See if you can lift your heels any higher and hold it here for a balance for 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and come down. Okay, let's take our feet apart. So we call this wide V heels. So we've got our legs turned out. Again, tummies in. And we're going to take our arms out to the side this time. So we're going to bend. And I want you to bring your hands behind you and up. So really stretching the chest, working your arms and shoulders. And working those legs. Good. Bend and up. Bend and up. Good. So standing nice and tall. Smile if you want to. Bend and up. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to here. Now pull your tummies in. Lift your heels off the floor. Now let's try and bend the knees without putting our heels down. So this is again balance challenge. And pull up through those legs. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. That's it. Good. And up. Bend and up. Bend and up. We can do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish with a little balance. So draw the tummy muscles in. Lift your heels up and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come on down. Bring yourself back to parallel. And we're going to do a little movement side to side. So you can have your hands on your hips. You're going to bend your right leg. You're going to push up and lower. So lift and lower. So both heels in the air and lower. And try and keep your hips from going out to the side. So put your hands on your hips and see if you can keep really still here. So as you lower, you're also pulling up on the tummy. All right, so there's no movement in the hips. They're not swaying. That's it. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Well done. Now we're going to try single leg. All right, so you're going to have your right foot forward and you're going to lift it up like so. Tummy's in. Now this is a real balance challenge. And you've got your arms out. Now you're going to bend the knee and straighten. Woo! Bend and straighten. Just 4. Bend and straighten. One more. Bend. Whoops! Bend and straighten. And come down. You can see I'm doing it on a thick mat, so it makes it a little more challenging, a little more fun. All right, switching legs. Let's lift that leg up, pull the tummy muscles in, and reach those arms out. Let's focus for 4. So we're going to bend and lift. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. One more. Bend and lift. Well done. Coming back. We're going to do that one more time on each side. So just 4. All right. So draw the tummy muscles in, lifting up. Reach the arms out. Here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Changing legs. Lift the other leg up. Arms up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. And come down. Okay, let's come down onto the floor. Okay, so we go into our pelvic curl next, which we do on the reformer as well. All right, so we've got our feet hip width apart, quite close to the bottom. Arms down, palms on the floor. You're going to take a breath in, breathing out. We're going to tilt the pelvis, peel the spine up, and push up through the legs. You can really feel bottom muscles working. Take a breath in, breathing out slowly, coming down through that spine and onto your mat. Deep breath in, breathing out. So pull your tummy in and try and tilt your pelvis. Think of it peeling up off the floor, then up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing through the chest and coming all the way down. We'll do 3 more. Deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt and roll that spine up. Inhale to hold and exhale to come back down. Deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt and roll that spine up. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming back down. One more. Deep breath in. Exhaling to tilt and roll that spine up. Inhale to hold and exhale to come down. Now we're going to have a little leg extension. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale to tilt, to roll the spine up. Keep your bottom in the air. Now right leg, extend, foot flex and bend. Left leg, extend and bend. Keep the bottom in the air. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, coming all the way down through the spine. Back to your neutral position. I want you to lift your arms up in the air and bring your palms together. Okay, just follow along with me. Bend at the elbows. All right, so you've got a line there, a nice right angle, and now open those elbows all the way out to the floor. Okay, we're going to lift the legs up. We're going to do the spine twist, which I like to do on the reformer holding on, so that's why we're in this position. So here we go, going to breathe in, knees over to the right-hand side. Breathe out, bring them back to the center. Just got to keep hold of those tummy muscles. Other way, inhale over. Exhale back. Inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Good. 4 more. Over. And up. Over. And up. Over. And up. Last one. Over. And up. Now reach your arms overhead. We're going to do a little exercise called coordination. So you're going to take a breath in. You're going to breathe out to lift your arms, head and chest. Extend your legs and do a little open close with the legs. Open close. Bend the knees and come back down. So we lift, extend, and then it's quite fast. Bend and down. So we exhale, open, close, inhale to lower. Exhale, open, close, inhale to lower. So you've got to really control those legs. That's it. And down. Exhale, open, close, knees, and down. Last 2. Good. Knees, and down. Knees and down. Well done. We're going to bring our hands down by our side, just slightly wider than your mat for a bit of support. And we're in our tabletop position. Now what I want you to do is keep your feet together, open your knees, and then flex your feet. So we call this the frog position. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do our hip work now. So you're going to exhale, extend the legs, point the toes. Inhale, flex, bend the knees. Try and keep your back on the floor. So you're going to extend, point, flex, return. Extend, point, flex, return. Extend, point, flex, return. Extend, point, flex, return. Now you're going to extend, point the toes, lift the legs up a little more if you can. And we're going to do circles. If you've got any doubts about your back, put your hands underneath your back and keep pressing on your hands as you do this. All right, that's the best way to know if you're keeping your core engaged. So you're going to lower the legs as far as you can without your back lifting off your hands. Circle the legs out to the side and bring them up. So it's an inhale, lower, exhale, circle and up. Inhale, lower, exhale, circle and up. Lower and up. Lower and up. Lower and up. One more. Lower and up. Let's reverse that circle. Inhale out to the side. Exhale around and up. Inhale out. Exhale around and up. Inhale out. Exhale around and up. Inhale out. Exhale around and up. For 3, 2, 1. Holding it here. Let's turn the legs out and now open them out to the side. You can take hold if you like. Flex the feet and then bring them all the way back together and point the toes. You can keep your hands down, but if you're feeling tension, you want to support the legs too. So open, flex, return and point. Open, flex, return and point. open, flex, return, and point. Open, flex, return, and point. Last one. Flex, return, and point. Well done. Turn the legs in, bring your knees into your chest, and let's just hug those knees in for a moment. That's it. Get a nice little stretch, and then you're going to bring yourself up to sitting. And we're going to go into our mermaid. Okay, so this is some work for the side of the body. So you're going to get your legs into this position. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Okay, so really lift up here. Try not to lean over yet. Take your arms out to the side. And now you're going to breathe in, coming into a nice diagonal line. Okay, as you breathe out, I want you to bring this hand down and try and turn your upper body so you're looking forward. So no head down, think of head up, and try and turn your chest. Bring your hand down towards the other one, then back and lifting up. So you're going to take a breath in, exhale around, inhale, exhale up. Breathing in, exhale around. You might get a few little clicks in your back. That's nothing to worry about. Okay, that's your back releasing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and up. And inhale, exhale, inhale, and up. Now here is today's challenge. You've never done this one before with me. We're going to bring this hand down here. This hand is going in front or next to, should I say, that front knee. Okay, so we're going to be lifting up our body weight here. So with your back leg, you're going to extend that back leg out to the side. And can you see my foot? You're going to try and place those feet down. So I'm going to show you the advanced version, then I'm going to show you how to modify it. So the advanced version is to press into the hands, bring your foot up and place it in front. And then as you exhale, you're going to lower your hips and at the same time, turn your chest. So you're getting a little rotation through the body. And then you're going to lift back up. Okay, the modified version is to put the foot on the floor. So front leg behind you, behind the ankle. And then you've got that knee down. You can do the same thing. You can lower, you can rotate. And then you're just going to come back up, little stretch. Okay, so we're going to do two more, whichever version you want to do. We're going to lower, lower, lower. Let's try and rotate that upper body. If you're doing the advanced version, you don't touch the floor. And then you're going to lift the hips up. And one more. Lower. Rotate. Good. And lifting up. Bring that knee in. Come on down. And let's do mermaid on the other side. All right. So I wanted to throw something at you today, which is an idea of some of our more advanced movements. So here we are, nice mermaid. Let's take the arms out to the side. All right, so we're leaning over, bringing this arm up. As you exhale, let's bring it down. Let's try and turn the body. This hand's going over the other one. And you're going to come back and lift yourself up. So you're going to go over, rotate, and back, and up. Over, rotate, and back, and up. So really nice side movement and rotation. Good. And back, and up. Last one. And over, and back, and up. So into the snake. So we call this the snake. So hand down. This hand is going beside that knee. Back leg is going to straighten. And then you've either got your knee, your ankles crossed at the back, your knee down, or you've got your ankles crossed in front, leg in the air. Now we're going to do three. So you're going to lower the hip towards the floor and at the same time try and turn your chest to look straight ahead. And then you're going to come up. If you're doing the advanced version, you try and get your hips in the air. Then we're going to lower down. You lower. Ooh, crack, crack, crack with my back. And rotate. And lift up. And last one. Lower. And rotate. Good. Lifting up. Bring that leg in. And come down. Well done. You're doing really well. We're going to go on to the front now. Okay, so a little bit of work for the back. We'll start with the swan prep. It's a nice, simple one. Good way to warm up the spine in this position. So elbows bent, feet slightly apart, shoulders down. So let's keep that space between our ears and shoulders. Tuck your chin. You're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to draw the tummy muscles in, lifting up until you feel the weight of your body on your elbows. Now keep your shoulders down, but push into your hands and see if you can come up any higher. If you can come all the way up, brilliant. Just pull your tummy muscles in and take a breath in. Breathing out, slowly coming back down onto your mat. So take a deep breath in, breathing out, extending. Tummy muscles in, lifting up, going as far as feels nice for you. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming down. We'll do one more. Deep breath in. Exhale, extending. Lifting. And coming up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly coming down. Now I want you to bring your legs together and we're going to try another little exercise, really good one for arms, shoulders and back. So you this time going to have your hands floating just above the ground. Can you see elbows right next to your body, chin tucked? We're going to lift that upper back up. And now we're going to reach our arms out in a wide V position, keeping the shoulders down. Eye line down. Now circle the arms all the way around behind you. As you do, see if you can lift a little higher. All right, now I want you to turn your palms around. So they are pointing towards the floor and bend at the elbow as if you're polishing the top of a table. And come all the way down. All right, let's do that a little faster now. So hands are floating in the air. We're lifting our back. We're extending to a V. We're circling around behind us and trying to lift a little higher. Turn the palms, bend the elbows, and come down. Float the hands up, float the back up. Extending into a V. Circle the hands around you. Try and lift a little higher, bending at the elbows and down. And one more, floating the arms, the hands, the back up, extending. Good. Circle the hands around behind you. See if you can lift a little higher, bend at the elbows and come down. Well done. Push on up into a kneeling position. Okay, so let's do a little cat stretch to release the back. So take a breath in, breathe out, tuck your bottom under, pull your tummy muscles in, let your head come down. Inhale and exhale as you go back. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale and exhale. Coming back, good. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale, back. Now I want you to tuck the toes under, lift up and walk your feet in a little. So you're in a slightly crouched position. You've got your bottom tucked under. Again, we've never done this one before. It's brand new. Okay, and we're going to try and do a modified version of the scooter on the reformer. So in this position, we're going to try and shoot that leg back and bring it in without lifting the bottom up. So you've got to try and keep that bottom down. So I'm going to go back and in, back and in, back and in, back and in. Keep down, back and in, and back and in. So tucking under, other leg, back and in, back and in, back and in. That's it, good. 2, 1. Well done. Come on down. Sit on your bottom. Let's send the legs out in front. And let's go into a nice abdominal movement. All right, this is a lovely little dance on the mat, this one, as I call it. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the arms out in front. Imagine you're holding on to straps. Okay, so you've got your hands like this. You're going to bend your elbows, pulling the hands towards you. You're then going to draw the tummy in and you're going to do a half roll back. So you're rolling back to where you can keep your legs on the floor and control your movement. Now open your arms out to the side without moving anything else. Good. Pull your tummy muscles in, curling forward. And as you go forward, take your hands back behind you. So trying to touch your hands at the back and at the same time, head down to the knees. Keep your head where it is. Lift your arms up behind you. Circle them all the way around so they're hovering above your feet and ankles. And then lift yourself all the way back up. All right, so we're bending at the elbows. We're drawing the tummy muscles in, tucking under. Holding it here for our core work. Opening the arms out to the side. Now keep focused. All right, now pull the tummy in, keep pulling in. As you come forward, take the hands behind you, head down. Lifting up, circle those arms around, and come up. Make this the last one, bending at the elbows. Tucking under. Hold it here, open the arms out to the side. All right, pull the tummy muscles in, coming forward, taking the hands behind you, lifting the arms up and over and uncurl that spine. Well done. Okay, so bending those knees, come on up, and we're going to finish with a little stretch. Okay, so let's bring the right leg forward because we've done a lot of work on the hip flexors this morning. So right leg forward, tummy in. Then we're just going to lunge forward till you feel that nice stretch there in the body. Okay, so tummy's in. If we can, you're going to put your hands down either side, or inside, should I say, of that foot. All right, and then when you're ready, you're going to push off that front foot and come back into a stretch. If you can't straighten your knee, don't worry. Just wherever you can get to. But push down into those hands and try and extend your upper spine so you really feel that stretch in the back of the body. Good. Then you're going to come forward, take that leg behind you, bring your left leg around and come on up. That's it, lunging forward. So finding that stretch. Don't let the tummies collapse. You don't want to feel it here in the back. So keep pulling the tummy in. And when you're ready, let's bring the hands on the inside, sinking a little lower into that stretch. And then coming back. That's it. Straightening that front leg as much as you can. Press into the hands, extending through that spine. Good. Bending the knee. Take the leg behind you. Come back to your kneeling position. Tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. Exhale. You're lifting all the way up. And we're going to push our chest back towards our legs. And we're just going to lower the right heel down and then lower the left. So we're walking through it, stretching out the calf muscles. Good. So just going right and left. And right and left and right, and left, last 2, right and left. Now see if you can lower both your heels and push your chest closer to your hands, to your legs, sorry. That's it. And then walk those hands back towards the feet. Let the head hang down. Well done. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, slowly uncurling that spine, coming all the way up to standing. And you're going to turn to face me if you haven't already. Let's take a breath in, lift the arms up. Exhale, big stretch out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, big stretch out. And last one, inhale up. And exhale out. And there you go. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's your 30-minute Pilates reformer on the mat class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the new challenges. Do go ahead and press the like button. Please do subscribe and please share this with anyone that you can so we can grow this community. So if you've got friends, family, or a local Facebook group or a WhatsApp group, please share the link. That would be wonderful. And if you want to stick around for the chat, I will come and talk to you now. Okay, everybody, well done. I hope that was okay for you today. I've been working on that one this morning, and I realised that was quite a challenge. But I hope it went all right for you. Do let me know what you thought in the chat. Do feel free to say hello as well, because I'll be around for a little while. I've just got the thumbs up from my husband, so I'm glad to hear that my microphone was working this morning. So before I forget, just a reminder, everyone, that I continue to do this live class on Fridays. I also now do a live class on a Monday at 4:30 p.m. UK time. So if you're in Europe, obviously, please come and join me. But that is also for everyone on the other side of the world, the other side of the pond, as we like to say. So particularly the US and Canada, because it works out for you either a morning or a lunchtime. So you get the opportunity to do this live as well. So do come and see me on Mondays. And I also release a short video every Sunday. So my latest video was Pilates abs. I really, really recommend you do it. If you are short on time and you really want to get in some regular core work that's quick, functional, and very effective, I promise you this is a really good one to do. So do go and check that. It's one of my most recent videos. It's just 15 minutes long. So you can fit that into your day, beginning of your day, middle of your day, end of your day. Takes no time at all. So do go and check that out. All right, so I'm going to come to questions and hellos, etc. So I'll go immediately to your reactions because I think it's good to get those while you're here. So Jane Saunders, hello Jane, lovely to have you this morning. Jane says, thanks Rachel, just what I needed. Good to hear, Jane. I hope you're all right with that snake. I was working on that this morning. It's a really good one, the one with the rotation for kind of stretching out the front of the body. So I hope that was good for you. But well done, Jane. Thanks for coming today. Yvonne Woodhouse says, that was a challenge. Think I enjoyed. Thanks, Rachel. Good start to the weekend. You're very welcome, Yvonne. Yeah, you know, those of you that have been coming to me for a while, you know that I like to try and give you things that are familiar, but also throw in a challenge every now and then. I do it for you. I also selfishly do it for me because I think I need to also challenge myself in my teaching and my communication skills as well as my movement skills. So I hope you enjoyed those little interesting moves we did today. Well done, Yvonne. Great to hear. Sally Greta X. Hi, Sally. Sally says, phew, great workout. Thanks for keeping me motivated, Rachel, with a nice emoji of a bicep. Thank you, Sally. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it is quite hot, isn't it? Because I think it's about 20, I'm just looking at my temperature, about 23 degrees in here. So I know that was a challenging class because I'm really quite sweaty at the moment. So that's a good thing. Sandy McClure says, thanks, Rachel. Back after a break grafting. Can't do the snake. Don't worry. Don't worry, Sandy. Snake is a very, very advanced move. And to be honest, I just thought I'd try it today and see how it worked for you guys. And also to give you something to work towards. Corina Perry, who's working out with her grandchildren, hi Corina, says lots of meows and moves. Of course you did cat cow, didn't you? They both do yoga at school, so recognize some of the movements. I have to say the 70-year-old outclassed the 11 and 8-year-olds. Thanks. That's thanks to you, Rachel. Oh, bless you, Corina. Well, I'm really glad your grandchildren enjoyed our session today, and how brilliant they do yoga at school. I'm really glad to hear that, because I really think children should be introduced to Pilates and to yoga at a young age. One of my nieces did yoga at school, and it just really, it's so good for them, because apart from the fact it's challenging and it's stretchy and all that kind of stuff, it's also teaching them that sort of calm, focused mindset, which is so helpful, isn't it, in navigating us through life. So thank you, Corina. And yes, how great that you outclassed your grandkids. Brilliant. I bet they're very impressed with grandma now. Well done, you. Carlin Hawkgren. Hello, Carlin. Lovely to have you here. Carlin says, loved that class. The balancing was a challenge. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. A good challenge. Love the different mat work. Would gladly welcome that type of class again. Thank you very much for that, Carlin. Really good to know, and I'll keep that in mind and make sure we do more of those sessions. Really glad you liked it, and doing it so early in the morning. So well done, you. Tony Bryans, hi Tony. Tony says, crikey, snake was tricky. I couldn't do right side at all, but left side went surprisingly well, and with a dodgy knee. Thank you for the challenge. So Tony, isn't that fascinating? Because that's, some of these Pilates movements are really good at highlighting the imbalances in our body. So all our bodies are asymmetrical. Yes, they're not symmetrical. In other words, one side will always be stronger, one side will always be more flexible, and certain movements like the snake, and I felt it as well, one side it's like, oh yeah, this is fine, and the other side very difficult. So really, really interesting. So sometimes, Tony, with the snake, because we are doing an extension and a rotation of the thoracic spine, it can be quite tricky on one side if you've got stiffness in your upper spine, something that I have, and I think that's pretty common in anyone who is, well, to be honest, I used to say over 50. It's not now. I see it in 30-year-olds. So because of being over a computer all day long. So it's a really good one to sort of remind yourself about thoracic rotation. So good ways to work on that are exercises like threading the needle, which we did in our last session. Anything where you're having to turn the upper body whilst keeping the lower body still is really, really good for moving and mobilizing the upper spine. And obviously snake is quite an extreme version of that. We do that on the reformer, and it's just one of those movements that it just really feels, like you say, Tony, really good when you can kind of do it. You're like, oh, wow, my body can do that. It's quite a good feeling, isn't it? So, Tony, one to work on, right? On the other side. So well done. Excellent. Margaret Scott, good morning, Margaret. Margaret says, thank you. Some exercises were difficult, but I did some with modifications. Don't seem to have much power in my elbows to lift. Can do it on resting on my elbows. Yes, Margaret. If you find it difficult on your wrists, you can do on your elbows. But bear in mind, and this is for everyone, if your shoulders need strengthening, being on your elbows or being on your wrists won't make a huge difference. It's more stable on your elbows, that's for sure. And you've got a larger kind of area to press down. But stabilizing on the shoulders, very, very important. Yes, if those shoulders start to lift, this is an unstable shoulder, the movement's going, you're not going to be able to do it. And that's for everybody. You must work on really anchoring those shoulders down. So whether you're on your hands or your elbows or your forearms, keeping the shoulders down is your number one aim. And then, yes, Margaret, you can modify from there. So you can even do both knees on the floor and just slowly kind of working on getting that movement and that stability. But well done. I'm really glad that you gave it a go, Margaret, and you found your modifications to make it work for you. So that's absolutely brilliant, brilliant news. Okay, so I'm whisking down the chat. Linda Verney Thompson. Hi, Linda. Morning to you. Linda says, oh, that was a lovely one. Challenging, but in a great way, especially as I've just been made aware of my psoas muscles by my cranial osteopath. Brilliant, Linda. Well, the psoas was what you were stretching in the snake today. So you would have felt that, yeah? Wonderful stuff. And brilliant that your osteopath has informed you about your psoas. So very, very important for everyone. Psoas is a muscle that can get extremely tense. Is also known as a muscle that can hold a lot of emotion, which is why it's very, very tense. So stretching out the psoas, really important. And there's simple ways to do it. It's a hip flexor muscle. So the psoas is responsible for flexing the hip. That's going in this direction. So stretching it is to go the opposite way, which we did at the end. So this kind of movement, particularly when you are straightening those hips up, you should be feeling it all here. If you want to feel it more, you bring the arm up and start to lean over to the side, and you really feel that psoas muscle in there. And then, of course, the snake, which we did today, is also a psoas movement because you are coming down, but you're rotating. And as you can see, you really are stretching the whole front of the body. Okay, so brilliant stuff. Well done, Linda. That's really good to hear. All right, Susan Mitchell. Morning, Susan. Susan says, thank you, Rachel. Good to have a challenge. I need to practice the snake, and the 15-minute core sounds great too. Yes, Susan, go do that 15-minute core. It's a really, really good one to put on your favorites. And just when you think, oh, I've got a really busy day, especially if you're doing lots of, walking around, just get that 15 minutes of core in, because core, it doesn't mean it's just your tummy. It's your muscles around your front, your side, and also your back muscles. So really good one to do before a run, before playing tennis or golf, or just if you've got a super, super busy day. All right, so whisking down the chat. Julie Hunt, good morning, Julie. Julie says, good morning, Rachel. That was my first reformer class. Yes, challenging, but very rewarding. I laughed at myself at times with the snake. So definitely we'll be going back to it. Many blessings. Oh, bless you too, Julie. Thank you very much. Thanks for your donation. And isn't this lovely, everyone? This is my dream. Is that this is how we all are with our movement. It's something that makes us smile, it makes us laugh. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, my body's not quite there yet, but we're getting there. That's how I want you to feel about your movement. You know, a sense of lightness, a sense of humor towards it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be serious. You know, I'm not someone who, well, let me rephrase that. I grew up being very, very, very serious about my exercise. As a dancer, it's incredibly serious, it's incredibly strict, disciplined, and there is a joy when you're performing. Certainly, there's nothing that beats that joy of being on stage and performing. But rehearsals and classes can be very demanding emotionally as well as physically. And so I guess having been on that long, long journey myself, my way of looking at things now is that I feel, you know, I am serious about my knowledge and keeping my knowledge up to date. And you all know that I've done a lot of training and I keep up with my professional development. But I want you to enjoy moving. I don't want it to be a hardship for you or something that is not enjoyable. I want it to be enjoyable. So just like Julie here, if you find something you can't do, find the humor in it. Be light about it and go, oh, okay, well, maybe that's weird. I can't do it that side, but I can do it this side, whatever it may be. But keep that humor, yeah, because there's no kind of we're not looking at getting the perfect body. What we're looking at is getting a body that feels good. Yes, it feels good day to day when you're going out, when you're seeing your friends, going to the shops, going to work. You just feel comfortable in your skin. That's kind of what I want for you. I want you to feel comfortable, flexible, able to do what you want. Like Karina today, who's 70, she just did the class with her two grandchildren, and she wiped the floor with them by the sound of it. So, that's what we want. So you think, yeah, look what I can do, right? So that's how I would love you to think about your exercise. So don't ever be hard on yourself, because I can tell you from my own experience, that's how I was on myself pretty much for most of my life. And so I've had this sort of epiphany over the last, I don't know what, probably 5-ish years, that's not the way to be. The way to be is to learn, to enjoy learning, to have joy in what you do, enjoy the movement, and don't worry about what you can't do. Yeah, so it's there to inspire you. What we do and what I give you that's challenging is there to inspire you that there are ways that you can move. You all know that I'm 58, so I'm not a little YouTube girl who's 20 years old, who's really bendy. This is what I've managed to get to through practice, exercise, regular movement, regular stretching, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Anyway, I'm going on a little bit, but let's carry on. So Helen Lees, good morning, lovely Helen. Helen says, challenging, phew, we'll be doing it again. Won't let it beat me. Good for you, Helen. Snake, even easier version, I couldn't do. I'll keep trying. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, bless you, Helen. Well, you know what? That's the way to look at it, everyone. Look at Helen. Perfect example. Keep trying. And I'll have a look at, maybe there's another way we can do the snake, because everyone rather likes that one by the sound of it. It's that kind of, new exercise. So maybe we'll have a revisit at that at some point soon. Tiona in France. Hi, Tiona. Morning to you. Says, thank you, Rachel. For me too, the snake was tricky, but easy on my right side rather than the left. Really interesting. So for a lot of people, if the movement to the right is easier, that probably means you are a right-handed person, and you lead with that side of the body. So if you lead with that side of the body, you will feel the movement comes a bit more naturally there. Going the other way, sorry, I'm opposite to you, so this is your right, isn't it? So going the other way to your left, it might feel very like you can't quite work out where your body needs to be. And that's one of the joys of Pilates, is really putting all that together so it becomes a fluid movement. And it's very hard to do it both sides of the body equally, because our bodies aren't like that. Anyone out there who plays sport, tennis, golf, that sort of thing, will know your right side of your body is super dominant, super fast, can do all those movements. Try and do all the things you do on the right side with your left. Completely different, isn't it? So a lot of Pilates, apart from the fact they are challenging exercises, is about trying to rebalance that asymmetry in the body. So I hope that helped you all, and well done, Tiona. Leslie Mattin, good morning to you, Leslie. Leslie says, I enjoyed that. Like others, found the snake a challenge, but managed the modified version on the left when I understood what I was supposed to be doing. Brilliant. Well, we will revisit the snake, everybody. Sounds like a good one. Stephanie Langton. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome to class. There's another great class. Some of it was very challenging, but I had to go. Thank you. You are very, very welcome. Pascal Moraes is in Brazil. Hello to you in Brazil. Well done. Julie says, thank you for a beautiful explanation, Rachel. I can relate. I did bodybuilding in my youth and pushed it too hard, restricting my lifestyle. Not anymore. Brilliant. Well, that's what we like to hear, isn't it? That's absolutely fantastic. So just whisking through, I want to not forget some questions that came in earlier today. So for those of you that are watching, Michelle Kobayashi. Hi, Michelle. Michelle is over in Japan. I'm just going to find your little message because I had a quick look earlier and I saw it's incredibly hot over there, isn't it, Michelle? So I hope you managed class in the heat today. My goodness, yeah, 33 today and it's going to be 37 tomorrow. So I hope you managed. You've got the air conditioning on. Well done. Well done indeed. Michelle's question is, what is a good way to make my ankles stronger so that I don't fall? Right, this is a brilliant question. And Michelle, I'm just going to try and find it here. So you like the balance exercises. Now with ankles, as a lot of you know, I do a lot of work with the ankles. Standing work is brilliant. Now, if you're worried about falling, then I always suggest having a prop nearby. Or what you can do is in between our classes, when you're in the kitchen, boiling the kettle, making yourself some tea or coffee or whatever, you can hold on to the kitchen counter. But really simple exercises are the ones we did we normally do at the top of the class of our standing, lifting up and coming down. Really simple. Working on that balance. And what happens with the balance is there can be a weakness in the ankles, and it can be sometimes to do with the feet. So you all know I've had a lot of foot problems, foot surgery, and so I've had to do a lot of work on those ankles. And what happens, and I see it in other clients, is people can lean over on one side of their foot or the other. And of course, the minute you do that, you're not putting the weight, and I'm exaggerating, but you're not putting the weight equally through the toes. You've got 5 toes. Those 5 toes are there to help you balance, right? So first thing I would say, Michelle, is do some work on the toes. So just lifting the toes up, spreading them out, bringing them down, and really try to anchor down so you can feel your big toe, your little toe, your heel on the floor. And then doing these lifts and lowers in different positions. Yeah, brilliant way to work on your balance. So anybody who would like to do sort of specific balance work, go and have a look at my videos, just put balance and you'll see they all come up. A lot of my senior videos have balance related work in. It's just to help you get stronger. So it's a mix of ankle strength, being equal on both sides of the ankle, and also making sure that when you press down and you lift those heels up, you are really using your toes. The other video I would recommend is I've got a video called Treat Your Feet, which is a really nice video which uses a ball and a very small towel to work through the bottom of your feet. So that video is great for people with plantar fasciitis, but it's also great for anyone who uses their feet a lot. And let's face it, we all use our feet a lot, but maybe you do a lot of walking the dog, maybe you're a runner, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're just on your feet all day. That video, I promise you, will really, really make a difference. And I'll tell you why. The why is, I'm just going to see if I can find the video for you so I can show you what it looks like. The why is that we all become detuned really to our bodies. And a lot of people are not. They're not getting that sensory feeling through their feet. And that's really, really, really important. Because if you don't feel your feet, well, you know, that's your stability, isn't it? So it's a 10-minute foot massage routine. It's called Pilates for the feet, 10-minute foot massage routine. I don't know if you can see it here. I'm trying to hold it up to the camera. It's this one. It's a bit out of focus, isn't it? It's called Treat Your Feet. Please go and have a look. because we work all under the foot, around the toes. And when you do that, just that 10 minutes, and then you stand up, you feel completely different. It's suddenly like a light bulb switched on, and you can really feel your feet. So anyone out there listening with problems with their feet, go and do that. This is just a little ball you can use. This is a massage ball, but you can use a tennis ball, absolutely fine. Something certainly to start with. You don't want anything too hard. When I was dancing, I used to use a golf ball, which I can tell you is very painful, but a tennis ball does the trick really, really well. So go and have a look at that. So anything related to balance, you need to start working with your feet as well. The more aware you get of your feet, the more grounded you will feel. And of course, the other thing, in answer to your question, Michelle, apart from literally working the feet and ankles, is working on that core stability. So all my standing videos, my standing bar, my standing Pilates for seniors, all of those are keyed up for working on standing core work. Because when you spend time standing, like we did today, even a balance where, say, you're just having to lift this front leg up and hold that position, you're actually working the glutes and the side of the core here, around the side and around the back. Yeah, and that core stability will also help with your balance. Okay, so it's a mix of those sort of things. I hope that answered your question. Boo. Hi, Boo. Boo says, can you recommend warming up and cooling down exercises? Yes, Boo. I would recommend you go to my channel and do, if you want, depends on how long you want the warm up and the cool down to be. But I've got warm ups on my channel. I've got a 30-minute stretch routine. That's a really good one to do. I've got 10 minutes standing Pilates warm up. And it says on the card, it says 10-minute warm up for golfers. You don't have to be a golfer to do it. It's a warm-up routine, really good for warming up through the spine. So I really would recommend that you go and do that. And cool downs, I always think with a cool down, it's good to do a stretch. So my recommendation, Boo, would be look at the standing Pilates warm-up. I've got quite a few on the channel, so you can put that in the search bar. I've got one that's 7 minutes, which I did a few years back, which is very, very popular. And then I've got the recent golf one, which is, I have to say, is excellent. I've also got, I'm just going to find it for you. I'm just looking at all the list of my, I can't believe how many videos I've done now. I've got a video called Standing Pilates for spinal, to improve spinal mobility. It's just 10 minutes. Again, that is a brilliant warm up. You can do that. And then what I would recommend as your cool down is to go and do one of my stretch videos. So I've got 10-minute stretch videos, 20-minute stretch videos. I've also got, from last week, we did a full 30-minute daily stretch session. So you could do that. All right. I hope that helps. All good stuff. And I just want to whiz through and say thank you very much for your donations this morning. So thank you to Ruth Enright. Hello, Ruth. Lovely to see you. I am reading your book, Ruth, slowly but surely. Cheryl Allen, thank you for your donation, Cheryl. Lovely to see you here. Helen, thank you for your lovely message. I'm really glad you got my email. And yes, always thinking of you, as I say. Tony Bryan, thank you, Tony. Muggy in Yorkshire today. It's quite muggy in Brighton, actually. I think we might be getting some rain later, everyone. Carlin Hawkgren, hi, Carlin. Thank you very much for your donation this morning. Much appreciated. Leslie Mattin, thank you for your donation. Rona Stevens, hi, Rona. Thank you very much indeed. Sandy McClure, thanks for your donation. A big shout out to Margaret Quinlan. Thank you, Margaret, for your donation this morning. Susan Mitchell, thank you, Susan. Much appreciated. Love the cute little hippopotamus emoji. Very sweet. Julie Hunt, thank you very much, Julie. Really appreciate that. Margaret Scott, thank you. Really appreciate your donations. So everyone, on that note, I'm going to go. Just to remind you, there's lots of videos on the channel now, so do go and have a look at those videos. There's plenty to choose from. Don't forget, I have a video from Monday. If you haven't done it, I did a standing bar workout on Monday. So Michelle Kobayashi in Japan, you might want to try that. Lots of good balance exercises, and that's with a chair, but it is challenging, I can assure you. A good one to do. One with the air conditioning on, because it's quite a sweaty one. Obviously, we've had today, which you can go back and work on that snake exercise. I'll have a short video out on Sunday, and I'll be back on Monday with another live workout. Okay, so don't forget, press the like button. Please share this with all your friends, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye for now.